So yes, you have 41.63 equals, you use 3 fours times 3.14 times r cubed. Thank you. Yes. 4 over 3. What did you do first to solve? DJ? Okay, so you simplified the top part, so you have 12.56 r cubed all over 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that's one way of doing it. If you didn't do that step first, what step did you do first? Emma? Okay, if we multiply by 3, we can get rid of this fraction. So what did you get when you multiplied the left side by 3? A little bit louder. 0.9. And that still equals 12.56 r cubed. So then what would I do, Coulter?
You would add 12.56.
What operation are these two?
Divide.
So I divide by 12.56. And what do we get? 9.9. Okay, we'll leave it at 9.9. R cubed, and then what would my last step be? Carter? Nope. It's cubed. How do you get rid of the cubed?
Oh, square.
Cube root it. So I take it to the cube root. So when I cube root it, what do we get for the radius?
I got
2.2?
I got 2.1.
I think it should be 2.2 depending on where you round it. And what would we label it?
Centimeters.
It would just be centimeters because it's just the radius.
Or diameter would be centimeters.
Coulter.
Can you give me a second?
The next one, we'll start reading it. Let somebody read it while I help Coulter.
I will.
Thank you.
Refer to the hemisphere. Show. Yeah. Refer to the hemisphere showing. Fill the box to make it.
Perfect. So, Addie, what is the radius of the hemisphere? How'd you get 4.5? Perfect. This is the diameter, so you divide it by 2. What did you get for the volume then of the sphere, Aubrey? Do we agree with her? 381.4? 0.5? Okay, 0.5?
Because you have to round it up.
Round it up. Okay. And so if that is the volume of a full sphere, Josie, what would I do to find the volume of half the sphere? What? Divide by 2. And what do you get when you divide by 2? Anybody? 198 times. Question. Okay. You do have a quiz tomorrow, so to prepare for your quiz tomorrow, we are going to do the mid-chapter check in your book. So you're going to flip forward 2 pages. Number 1 through 8, stand quietly when you're done. If you look up here at the vocab, it does tell you what lesson to look back on for definitions. Okay, so lesson 1 and then lesson 2. It is, like they said, so you have 2 bases that are circular, so they are congruent, and then they are connected by, what did you say? A curved surface. Okay. What symbols are used to find the volume of a cylinder? So what is our formula for volume of a cylinder? Shelby? Perfect. Pi r squared times height. Now number 2, it says the volume of a cone is blank, the volume of a cylinder. What's the difference between the volume of a cylinder and the volume of a cone?
The cone is 1/3.
Good. The cone is 1/3. So your answer for number 2 should just be 1/3. because the cone is 1/3 pi r squared times height, and cylinder is just pi r squared height. So the cone is just 1/3 of it. Number 3, the volume of a cylinder is shown at the right, round to the nearest tenth. Am I given the radius or the diameter, Gracie? So then how do I find the radius? So what is the radius? Good. So then I would take 3.14 times 12 squared times, what is the height, Sahara? 40 what?
42.
42. Okay, what do I have to make sure that I do first, Addie? 12 times 12, which is 144. Good. And then I can multiply everything else. What did we get for the answer for number 3? Grace, what'd you get? You have to be loud. I'm old and deaf. 18,990.7, and what'd you label it? Meters cubed. Questions on that one? That is a cylinder. Okay, then the next one is kind of one of those ones where, again, we have to work backwards. It says, find the height of a cone with a volume of 464.603 cubic feet and a diameter of 8 feet. So I am using my formula for a cone, which is pi r squared times height, all divided by 3. Now, do we know the volume? Okay, so what is my volume? 0.603 equals, what do I use for pi? Times, what do I use for radius? How'd you get 4? Good, you have to divide that by 2, so 4 squared times, what is the height? We don't know, so we write h. There are, but it's all over 3. There are several ways that you can solve this. What would be the first thing that I would do? Coulter?
Multiply by 3.
Multiply by 3. Let's get rid of that fraction. So if we multiply by 3, what do you get on the left side? What? 154.9? Is that what somebody else got? I need this confirmed by somebody else. Addie Lori, stop picking out your nails and confirm this.
Emma, you can
Type in your calculator. Go. Waiting on you. Somebody, you guys, I'm just asking you to type things in. I'm not requiring anything else. I just need to check because if we do one step wrong, we're going to get the wrong answer at the end. 464.603 times 3. Did you get the same thing?
Oh, no.
Okay. I wanted to make sure. It's so what do we get?
1,000.
That's why I wasn't moving. What?
I got 1,393. It's 8. It's just 8. 809. But you would round it up and it'd just be 8, so it'd be 1,093.8. Yeah. So you don't need 0.
I don't know. Did you exclude the 0?
No, she said this.
Okay. Yes. 8. We'll just call it 8. Okay. So then I still have this 3.14 times 4 squared times h. What would I do next? I needed my 4 squared. What's 4 squared?
8. No, 16. 16.
Times 3.14 times h. Then what would I do? Now I would times by 3.14. So what is 3.14 times 16?
50.24.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we still have that times h. So what would I do now?
You would multiply.
Good. These two are multiplied, so I would divide by 50.24. Divide by 50.24. So what does h equal?
I just.
Jude, what do you get?
Oh, that.
No, you get 27.7.
27.7.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if I'm only requiring you to type it in your calculator and I'm doing most of the work for you, you need to at least type it in your calculator. Okay, so yes, that is the height. And you just label it feet because it is just a height measurement. Okay, so your homework, if you did not get done with 5 through 8, that is homework. You do have a quiz tomorrow. So if you're still confused on this stuff, we need to come in after school or before school to get help.